Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. There's the hit! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, a breakthrough already. And that is out of play. David Villa. And it's Vieira. Just fizzes past the post.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Ooh, perfectly measured that. Lenormand gets a foot in here. Van Basten is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Real chance here! Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is good alertness. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Going to be disappointed with that. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Quarter of an hour played. And the pass is intercepted. Hullet threads one in. And Hullet sticks it away! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curly applied was immaculate.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go.
El Shaarawy!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played back in. Oh, that's well spotted. Hullet, and he welcomes it in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hakimi, Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That was a given, it always was.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Half an hour played now. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Hakimi. And it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, it's Beckham. Chance! He's got a goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Beckham. Oh, that's a fine interception. He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hakimi. That is good alertness. David Villa. There's the whistle for half-time. Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Beckham! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Where? Well, that's a little loose. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Face David Villa! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
No, that was never going to make it. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Rashford. Oh, that's fabulous.
Rashford, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That is a great pick out. Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pedri is there to clear. Now it's Beckham. Goes searching with that cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Mateus! Oh, it's come loose. He can get that clear. Messi. Zanetti. Nicely aimed pass.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Messi. That is a brilliant interception. Van Basten. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bergomi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Vieira cuts it out. And it's Gullit. Van Basten. Oh, it's Van Basten. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's only too happy to take that back. Just about up to 75 minutes. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Messi.
Looking for options for movement. Sharawi. It's Son Heung-min. It's Beckham. Messi. Mateus! It's loose now. That's another chance! And that would have won it.
Cantona is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
And a header! And somehow he managed to miss it. Beckham, who does have an assist to his name. Son Heung-min, he's picked his way through. And that would have been some goal.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
Well, the ball's gone astray. Can he stop it going out? That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Amrabat. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Mateus. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, Cantona! Yes! And they are cruising away. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kubo, and he was alert to it. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. He's played him through. Now it's Hullet. That has not gone well. Bellingham. Shapes to shoot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Bellingham. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's gone searching crossfield. Kubo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Strong running down that left flank. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's a sharp little ball here. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's on his way! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Half an hour played now. Roberto Baggio. Threads one in. That is a great hits one! And he hits the net! And with that goal comes comfort! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rijkaard cuts it out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Shot a goal! And he's there to clear it. Cleared without hesitation. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Baggio.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's beaten the last man. Rodri, he won't be happy with that one. Hakimi. And they win it back again. Seedorf. Hullet. Real chance! They are rampant! And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Mbappe! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Bayer Leverkusen are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. And we're off again.
Barcelona now need to set about their task very professionally. If they do, then the chances will come, and from there, the focus will zoom in on their finishing.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played. Havertz gets across to intercept that. And here's Rashford. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice control.
That's good play from him.
And he's managed to get free. And that's played in low. Cleared away. Well, they've got it again. No way through. Kubo. And the ball's a good one here. There's the shot! And yes, it's there!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Barcelona can have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Thuram. And here's Seedorf. And he was quick to react.
Barcelona are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Bayer Leverkusen appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
Can he finish? Oh, the ball, in he goes again. It's a goal. It could be a lifeline. Two more needed. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And Hullet! He has hit that forcefully.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
That's a shade optimistic. Oh, he's been caught napping. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Vieira. He's looking to set free a runner. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe! A lot of space ahead of him. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Number 3 coming up.
El dorsal 3.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
El dorsal 16. El dorsal 7.
Messi.
Serán sustituidos por
And now a sudden chance to counter.
El dorsal 13.
Oh, that's a key interception.
El dorsal 34. El dorsal 10.
Now it's Cruyff. Well read, nice interception. Cannavaro. Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, Sharawi! And somehow he managed to miss it.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Mateus providing an outlet on that flank. Mateus! It's in! And the lead is extended still further. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3. Mateus looking for the runner. Hakimi played into space out wide. El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Rashford is onto this. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus. Mbappe. Played out to the left flank.
Habrá
Oh, important interception. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Vieira. Mateus. Amrabat. Short changes him with that pass. Fiddles it through. Now it's El Shaarawy. Now it's El Shaarawy. He could be in here. He's got the shot away! And that will be it. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Terrific header! Harmlessly behind. Messi stood his ground strongly. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. And that was very necessary.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Oh, he's been chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. That is good alertness. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Koundé cuts it out. And here's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Unai Simon clears. And he's picked out the run. He saw the tape. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and the heart and mouth moment for the taker.
Galatasaray have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Now it's Messi. He's going for goal! And that has fair fizzed. Gets his pass away. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're quick to get it back. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bastoni tries to clear, and the pass is intercepted.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's El Shaarawy. That's been cut out, well played. He can get that clear. And he's searching. Abraham! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Gets his head to it! And that's caused a worry or two.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Rashford. Looking for the run. And he's in on goal! Shot a goal! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Son Heung-min really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
And he's only too happy to take that back. He can run onto that. He's had a hit! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Neymar gets it clear. No, again there's no way through. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neuer catches it safely. Havertz. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That has not gone well.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Son Heung-min played back in. Great hit! They've scored! Barcelona are back in business.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Galatasaray kick off the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, there's the clearance. Saka sends it crossfield. Messi chasing after it. Messi. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Abraham! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That pass has been well intercepted. Van Dijk. Roberto Carlos.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And now they can clear their lines. And the counter is on. Played into space out wide. Lenormand. Now that's well seen too. And no, that was never going to make it. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Beckham. Tries a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And they're back on the ball again.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through, and the finish! Corner number 2 then. Pedri gets good distance on it. Throw it. That's a sharp pass. He could be in here. El Shaarawy unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Now it's Rashford. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it again. El Shaarawy. It's Son Heung-min! Not the best of headers.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Galatasaray clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hakimi, it's an inviting looking ball that, and he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's in a good... Can he finish? In for the pieces! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And now he has 2. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now. Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Back into the middle. Oh, not quite. Rodri. Son Heung-min. Great chance! Goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Rodri. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Beckham. Played up towards the front line. Rashford. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. El Shaarawy happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game. It looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And we're underway. Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. There's the hit! In he goes again. And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bayer Leverkusen with the corner, there first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passes short and sharp. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rashford. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, Peter, this is certainly a man who can make all the difference.
King Eric, surely one of the greatest ever to grace the English game. And you've got to say that alongside his class, he brought about a bit of a tactical revolution too.
Yeah, in an age where everything was fast and down the sides, but his nous and drive encouraged his team to play through the middle with great success. Nothing new nowadays, of course, but back then, I think his qualities were pretty unique.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And here's Cantona. Cantona! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. Hakimi gets rid without sophistication. Oh, it's a lovely, delicate pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Son Heung-min. Now it's El Shaarawy. Kubo. And he's had it nicked away. Still goalless at the moment. Cantona. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, easy pickings there. Foden. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hakimi. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mbappe. It's run loose here. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's got the shot away! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! First blood drawn. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Bayer Leverkusen are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Foden.
Messi looking to run onto it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mbappe. And here's Cantona. Some resolute defending there. Succumbs to the pressure. Araujo cuts out the pass. That'll be a throw-in. Araujo gets his pass away. Foden unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's very neat. Pedri promptly onto that, and that is that. Foden, Mbappe. It's Pedri. It's a good ball out wide. Araujo looks to the other side. Mbappe. It's Pedri. Mbappe. He has found the way through. And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Header! And he's following up! It's in! Barcelona are back in business! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Pedri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Havertz, and here's the chance to counter. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to...
Oh, he's been caught. It's Rashford! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Crossed into the middle. He gets big! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Almost an hour gone. Aimed beyond the defence. Son Heung-min! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Cantona. Rashford. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And he was quick to react.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Bayer Leverkusen showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Great hit! Oh, that could cost them.
Cantona absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Bayer Leverkusen have reclaimed it. Pass somewhat off target. Rashford could try cutting inside here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hoisted in.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Al-Sharawi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Araujo. Great ball if he can get there. Foden. Played in by Foden.
Well played and well cleared. Bayer Leverkusen have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Shot at goal! It's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That was a given. It always was.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Pedri. Chance for the header! And more and more and more. And he is just ripping it up. Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical. And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Al-Sharawi collecting the match ball, and it is his.
This is a lost children's announcement.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Mbappe! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Well, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who to me is a player who has a bit of...
Got a shot away!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Rashford couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Cantona chasing after it. Havertz. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a good ball out wide. Araujo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's through here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned... There's the shot! Danger averted for now. Taken back almost at what... Great chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. Pedri in towards the back. He rises! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
21.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bayer Leverkusen with the corner. They're first. Messi goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Havertz wins the duel this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get it through? Chance! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Rashford in acres of space out wide. Son Heung-min. Pedri. Mbappe. Oh, this looks sharp. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi. And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. He's gone for goal. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that has been cleared. And the pass is intercepted. Araujo, that's a sharp pass. Now it's Rashford. Son Heung-min, brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That is a great ball. El Shaarawy crosses it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. That looks a good... Has a goal! Another goal! Really well taken goal. Barcelona are back in business. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. Barcelona get the second half going. Well timed, excellent interception. Rashford. Nice interception, well timed. Pedri. Mbappe goes on a run down the left wing.
Footballing width usually
shapes to shoot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kubo, Kimmich cuts out the pass. Lenormand cuts it out. Forwards and with intent. Cantona. Araujo, Havertz kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, great header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
El Shaarawy is offering a wry smile there.
That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Mbappe. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Kubo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Messi. He's got away. Havertz. Pedri. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Barcelona have their second corner now. Great hit! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
No joy this time. Pinches it off him. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Oh, good save. He's read that very well. Bayer Leverkusen have their third corner. Havertz attempts a clearance. Plays the ball back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Foden.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
There's the hit! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
He's had it taken off him. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pedri going face to face with his great rival. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he'll shoot here. And for a moment, time stood still. Cantona! Cantona! He's got away with one there. Well timed, excellent interception. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Where? Oh, that was no routine save.
Where really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well played, well played.
Barcelona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Foot in. Amrabat. That's Nacho. Hakimi. And that could set him on his way. And that is that. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Rashford voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Havertz. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well read, nice interception. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Cruyff. Fires from distance. It's their first effort on goal.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Luis Suarez. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries to get it clear. Gilberto Silva.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get onto this?
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Roberto Baggio. Great hit! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Rashford. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spread out to the left. Tomiyasu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Lenormand with the clearance. He's gone for goal. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Has a look and plays it forward. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Can he finish? And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Neymar. That's a nicely measured pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's taking no chances there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. No, that's been intercepted. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mateus. Mateus! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Arsenal are having a ball here. And that's another good win of the ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, no joy this time. Kubo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos. Cambio de jugadores.
And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona can show their manager and their fans how much grit and spirit is actually in this team. The right characters.
Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! And now the breakaway. Owen. He's found a way through. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he put it away? It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That is a great pick out. He has found a way through. Short changes him with that pass. Son Heung. There's the shot! It's in!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Ronaldinho! Oh, almost a sixth. It's Ronaldinho, and he's being shifted off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
196.847 espectadores.
Driving on and making good progress. Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Ronaldinho, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble.
Ronaldinho! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish of true class! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Only partially clear. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14, el dorsal 3, el dorsal 2,
Pedri.
el dorsal 16, el dorsal 7.
Rashford.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, Messi.
Now
el
there's a
dorsal
fine
13.
shot at goal! Really well taken goal.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Ronaldinho. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. El Shaarawy. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. El Shaarawy. Chooses to go back. Oh, shooting chance! An act of charity, gratefully received. Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Squeeze it through. He's had a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Nacho is there, and he can pick it up. Into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Rashford. Rummenigge. Owen. Now it's Rivaldo. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Where? Czech deals with it effortlessly. Where? They've done it! They're back within reach!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Pedri. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that will be the final act. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Any reflections on what? Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that... And Holland! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Rashford. Son Heung-min. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's an excellent interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's having a go! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
the most accurate pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Nedved. That's a shade optimistic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's through here. Has a goal! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Speculative strike.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's El-Shaarawy. And that is masterful defending. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that is a little undercooked. Lenormand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, he's bustling through here. Lenormand attempts a clearance. Gullit was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's El-Shaarawy. Quality ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. So what can they make of this? He's won Eto! That's really well cleared. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, just skips past his man. He's through and all. It's Eto! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Eto! What a hit, the save was firm.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Havertz is sporting a guilty look after that. And there's the shot! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Manchester United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Climbs up big! And he couldn't keep it down. Baresi. And that's been won straight back. And it's Son Heung-min. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cannavaro. Baresi. That looks a good ball through. It's Eto'o! And he hits the net. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have...
And the whistle goes for half-time. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here. And the action is back underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. It's Son Heung-min. He's shifting through the gears here. Al-Sharawi!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Havertz. Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. Bergomi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hullet. And the shot! And one more try! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Messi, he won't be happy with that one. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He's going for goal! Barcelona finding their passes. Has a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Out by the most elastic of saves.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona have their second corner now. El Shaarawy with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And he was quick to react. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Brilliantly cut out. Hakimi. Now it's Messi. That is a brilliant interception. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? Has a look and has a go. Busquets. Nicely weighted ball. Havertz kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Neymar. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Hakimi looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Rashford. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Son Heung-min! Nedved. Oh, there's a probing ball.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Hullet. He is through here. And here's Messi. Messi finds himself offside. Nedved. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Rodri. It's a mighty effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Son Heung-min is offering a right smile there.
And he welcomes it in. And Messi! Back when it goes. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Thuram gets over and intercepts.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Havertz. That's the throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. It's gone for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Nedved. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. And here's the chance to counter. That's a shade optimistic. Played down the flank.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Hakimi. El Shaarawy. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, great play. Promising cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Messi. Luis Suarez. Oh, super find. Now it's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. El Shaarawy looking to run onto it. And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Can he put it away? No mistake! They have got it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's a lovely, neat... Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Este partido asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
He's had it taken off him. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Dink through.
Barcelona may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Havertz spots it and intercepts. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Luis Suarez. Neymar. He's through, now is he in? And he's taking no chances there. Busquets. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Is there any support? He might not need it. Interesting ball. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Messi shapes to shoot. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi is flagged offside. Thuram. Maldini. Neymar is herring after that one. Son Heung-min. Busquets. And it's Gullit. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Rashford. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. El-Shaarawy. Now the finish! Sticks it away! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And now he has two.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 16.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 11.
This is quite a battle.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
And the shot's on here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafael Leao was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rashford. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
Great hit! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! They have stolen level at the last! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question.
Oh, chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary...
Rafael Leao! Now, who's going to be first to this? Amrabat gets rid without sophistication. Deep into stoppage time. Now it's Rashford. And he's had it nicked away. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost it. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's hits one! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So, a breakthrough already. Llorente. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's played him through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Messi. And they can counter here. Hakimi makes the interception. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, it's just a little long. And it's hoisted clear. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that should get the job done. He's looking to set free a runner. Messi is flagged offside. That's been cut out, well played. Messi has a goal! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to...
There's the hit! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Al Nassr take the lead. Traumeri. Williams. Nico Williams has it in a wide position. Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Rashford. Gets his pass away. That is a great pick out. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Llorente. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Ribéry. Palmer. And here's Ribéry. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Williams. Traumeri. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Passing nice and neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rashford is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And smartly reclaimed. El Shaarawy, Son Heung-min.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Nico Williams. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rashford. El Shaarawy. And the flag has... It's Son Heung-min! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
It was a great finish. Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Al Nassr really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Oh, well played, well played. Kimmich. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. And it's half-time here. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And the game has already resumed here. He's played him through. He has found the way through. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Messi. Palmer. Rodri cuts out the pass, and it's Al-Sharawi. Now it's Rashford. He is through here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Messi. Messi, real chance here. He's had a shot! Hakimi gets rid without sophistication. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now this could be a chance. Palmer was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pedri stood his ground strongly. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, it's come loose. Bruno Fernandes. Messi. Palm chance! It's there! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Nico Williams going face-to-face with his great rival. Now that looks a decent ball. Pedri. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. El-Sharawi. El-Sharawi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
El-Sharawi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rashford crossing. Up he goes! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Guerrero. Barcelona are of course in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Amrabat. Pedri. Amrabat. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Big header! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
What a moment of... Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Oh, he's got the shot away! And it's Rashford. Can he latch on to this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Barcelona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Goretzka. Hakimi. Messi. Hakimi. Well read, nice interception. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. They really do have to make something of this. Alexander-Arnold. Araujo tidy with his distribution. Played into space out wide. Kubo. For Palmer. Goretzka.
Look, it's a run defence is this like.
Chance for the header! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. El Shaarawy happy to bask in the accolades from all around the stage. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And already we're underway here. Shifted upfield. Cleared away. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Listen.
Youngberg! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Messi. Gets his pass away. Stoichkov. He rises! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
And smartly reclaimed. Always onto this. Van Dijk gets it away. Messi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Hakimi. Bale. Now, what about a counter-attack? And there's green grass ahead of him. Youngberg! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Barcelona still without a single shot on target.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Lovely feet. Rashford with a definite foul there. Rashford. That is a great pick out. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Rashford.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Floated through. And that should get the job done. Havertz. Rashford. And it's Rashford. Alexander-Arnold tries making a foray down the right. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Havertz. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cleared without hesitation. Darren Fletcher. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a sharp pass. Bellingham wriggles his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but Bale! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Havertz clears it away. He's looking wide. No, again there's no way through. Rodri. It's El Shaarawy! Oh, surely that deserved better.
El Shaarawy has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Threads one in. Lenormand cuts it out. Couldn't squeeze it through.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
We are into stoppage time. And it's half-time here. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their...
Great hit! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Bale, that is a brilliant interception.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And he's taking no chances there. Bale, now it's Bale. That was good alertness. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rashford. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Rashford. He's had a shot! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rodri gets across and deals with it. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Lenormand. And it's Messi. Hakimi looking to run onto it. Taken back almost at once. Fiddles it through. El Shaarawy shot a goal! It's loose and the keeper couldn't hold it. In he goes again. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, that is a good ball. Fail! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Players' body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's...
Messi! That was travelling.
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
He's having a hit! Bale. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3, el dorsal 2, el dorsal 11.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
El dorsal 16. El
Ljungberg.
dorsal 7. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 13, el dorsal 4,
That has not gone well.
el dorsal 14, el
That has
dorsal
been
34,
cut short.
el dorsal 10. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio.
And he's intervened well there.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Yep, it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Hakimi can get it clear. Ljungberg! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Manchester United really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Neymar. Bale! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Bale.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Kubo. Oh, that's fabulous. Kubo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kubo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that will be the final act. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.